Welcome, everyone. Hi. Hope everyone's doing well on this most Tuesday of Tuesdays. Hi. Welcome. I'm Spacey Bottletelli. I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer.
Spacey 56, nice 16 months. Nice.
Nice.
Plus I'm back from vacation.
Welcome back from vacation, Haas. And thank you so much for 17 months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's Taco Tuesday. Oh my gosh, we had some heckin' good tacos last week. Hello Mike, Alex, Blake, Luminous, Rob, Haas, Argo, Eps, Gray Stripe, Luigi Fan, welcome. Oh, hello Simon Yan as well. Oh, and hi Lancelot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today's gonna be water themed. Just in case the title wasn't enough of a hint. So, specifically, I want to go over the beach level because it is finished now. It feels really good to play, and there's definitely some interesting things that I tried to, like, put my own spin on what would make a water level fun. It definitely involves, like, really putting in extra work to make, like, bespoke swimming physics for your player character. I do know that some games, a lot of games out there, like, the reason that water levels have a bad rep is because a lot of games will simply slow down the player character, which does not feel fun or satisfying most of the time. Other games will also outright ignore water physics, such as in, like, Mega Man, for example. Like, gameplay underwater is exactly the same as above water, except you have lower gravity. But my favorite kind of water level is one where it really gives you movement options, just like on land, but like in a different context, usually in the form of like being able to swim around in like full 360-degree motion. You know, you think of games like Rayman Legends, for example, or Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Those have very good swimming mechanics. That's a big part of what makes like a good like water level to me. Also, big boy, Dammy Big, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Or Freedom Planet? Yeah. In Freedom Planet, what we did is basically gave the player character like free reign to like swim freely underwater in 8 directions, but they can also use their abilities that propel them forward at high speed, just like on land. So there are options in like the Freedom Planet series to really schmoove under the water. There are, like, Sonic tends to not be good with water in terms of like slowing your movement down, but there are a few levels that kind of like subvert that, like Hydro City in Sonic 3, for example, gives you a lot of options to like move really fast under the water and above the water too. But yeah, first thing I wanted to show off is this really cool tidal wave effect that I made for one of the central gimmicks in this level, where like tidal waves like move like from the left side of the screen to the right, and you can like ride them if you want. So I posted this effect on Twitter a couple days ago. It is my most popular post ever, like in Twitter history, that of anything I've posted on Twitter. It's by far my most popular post. It is approaching 300,000 views, and I think it has like over 10k likes and like over like 120 comments. And like all of them are either like positive compliments, or like they're like, is this a Geometry Dash reference? Because I said tidal wave. I don't know. I haven't played Geometry Dash, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Like, so the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to, for those who might be tuning in for the first time because of that post, I wanted to break down how I made this tidal wave. So I'm gonna go ahead to the scene file. So there are no shaders involved with this. This is all sprites. And I make heavy use of like the Godot's 2D particle systems, as well as their sprite clipping feature. So I will try and break it down at its roots. So I'm gonna disable all these. So this is the tidal wave at its core. It's just this sprite of like a, you know, like a simple like wave shape. And for this sprite, it's very important that I set the clip children option right here. I'll move my ears out of the way. See, it says clip children. I have it set to clip plus draw. And what this does is that any child objects of the sprite, which in this case are like the super fast wavy lines and the shadow, like any child objects of the sprite will be drawn inside of it. If they move outside the sprite, it won't render. So that maintains the wave shape and will result in a very cool illusion. I'm gonna turn this off for now so you can see. So the line effect, where it looks like the wave is kind of curling upwards, it's made of a 2D particle system. And the particles look like these two lines here. This is basically a sprite sheet of two different lines of two different brightness levels. But all you need to know is that each particle is just kind of like a curved line like this. It almost looks like a sound wave. And what I do is in the particle properties, I make sure to set align Y to true. And what this does is it automatically rotates the angle of the particles based on their current trajectory. And after that, I just made sure that in the sprite itself, it's curving downwards. So the brightest part on the wave is on the bottom. And that just makes it line up very nicely. And I set the emission box to be roughly the width of the wave at the bottom. I also set the initial velocity. It has a starting velocity, and then I make sure to that the projectiles are launched like diagonally to the top left, because that's the initial direction of the wave. And then after that, all that's left really is to set the gravity. So basically I play with the gravity. I added a very strong rightward force in the gravity. And I also added a slight downwards force on the y-axis. So that results in a very nice curvature. If I lower the number of particles just so you can see what's going on here, I'm gonna put it to 1. See, that's a single particle. All it's doing is launching hundreds of those kinds of projectiles where it just kind of curves this way. And that is designed to create an optical illusion that sort of mimics the flow of water in a tidal wave. So I'm gonna undo all that. And now, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and turn back on sprite clipping. Okay, so it's set to clip and draw now. So now you can see all of the particles are constrained within the wave sprite. So there's no, you can't see them being spawned. So they're all just curving up this way. In terms of being able to come up with creative solutions like this, it really helps if you look at a video of what you're trying to replicate. So I looked at animated GIFs of tidal waves and stuff, and I noticed that the flow of water was flowing upwards like that. So that's where I got the idea to use the particles like this combined with the sprite clipping. So in addition to that, I wanted to give the wave some extra depth, because the tidal wave that has a whole layer of foam on top that kind of projects a shadow onto the inside. So in order to achieve that effect, I have a texture here that's basically a gradient. This is a very common texture that I use in this game project. I often use it for fog effects, but also it's very good for shadow gradients. And to achieve that, I make sure to give it a material here. And in the material, I basically create a new canvas item material. And then I give it the blend mode of subtract. And that subtracts color from it. And then I give it kind of a yellowish tint, a very slight yellowish tint. And that results in this. So it's a very nice shadow effect, way to apply a shadow to this sprite. So now that that's all set, here comes the fun part, which is to add foam. So the first thing I did was I added foam on the top. I made the spawn points roughly here. And it's a pretty simple effect. This is what the particle looks like right here. It's just like a nice, like fluffy, like you know, like water wave. It doesn't really need to have a lot of colors either. I just made it super bright because it's the top layer. And then all I'm doing, you can kind of see it. I'm just like spraying them upwards a little bit, and then they have like a little bit of gravity. And then I set a scale curve right here. And for the scale curve, what I decided to do was curve this like a little bit like gradually upwards so that it grows in size pretty quickly. And then I'll just like immediately like shrink it back down at the end of its lifespan. And that gives like a nice like water spray effect. And then I just make sure that there's enough of them being spawned that it looks like nice and like whole and consistent. So in addition to that, I add a back layer to this too. It's exactly the same. The only difference is that gravity pulls down on it a little bit faster. And also the sprite is darker. Like you can see right here, I used like darker colors compared to the top layer. So that gives some nice color variation, some nice depth. And that's pretty much the top layer all sorted. And when I looked at like animated GIFs and videos of tidal waves, I noticed that there was a bit of foam like along the edge, kind of like curling up. That's because of how like the water just, you know, like just kind of like creeps around the back. In order to replicate that effect, I basically added a third foam spray at the bottom. And you can see it's a spray effect. That's not entirely accurate to how tidal waves behave in real life, but it's good enough for our purposes because the tidal wave rests on the surface of the water in game. You won't see the bottom, so you won't see these foam sprites being spawned at the bottom. So for our purposes, to maintain the illusion, it's good enough. That's a big part of making these cool like particle effects. Like you have to know when it's good enough. It doesn't have to be like 100% accurate. It just needs to fit the needs of your game project. So yeah, I'm very, very happy and proud of this effect, and it reminds me a lot of like the tornado effect that I did in Jewel Cyclone as well. Which operates on a similar, with a similar mindset, where I try to like give the illusion of what I'm trying to portray, without it necessarily being accurate. So this is what the tornado looks like for those who don't have context. So in game you won't see the top where they're disappearing, but basically it's just like a whole like system of particle effects that are like spiraling upwards, and it's very simple. It's built of basic, like, you know, clouds and stuff, and is combined with like parallax scrolling with like the foreground clouds and with like the spiral in the background. And can I play that in engine? Yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like in game. You won't see the edges here, so I'll zoom in so you can kind of see. Yeah. So that's like, it's just so cool, like kind of like figuring out these neat like tricks that you can use to simulate like weather effects. Like since this is a retro style 2D game project, there's no need to get crazy with like complex particle physics, even though Godot is capable of that. It's just so much fun. I really like doing stuff like this. So I'm gonna reset that. Yeah. I'm gonna upload this part of the VOD by itself to YouTube, so that anyone who's interested to know how specifically I did the tidal wave effect will be able to see it. So thank you all so much for watching, YouTube, and keep on creating. Yeah. Rob.
Good news. I can appear on Spacey's streams again. Miss you all.
Let's go.
Also, here's to 17 months, Spacey. Much love to you all and wish a pleasant
Thank you
dev
so
stream.
much for 17
Spacey
months, Rob.
56 heart.
Spacey 56 heart. Thank you. And welcome back. Mike asks, how comfortable are you with animating these effects in Godot? Will you use it for characters or just level elements? I'll only use it for level elements and the occasional, maybe like the occasional enemy type or like level gimmicks and stuff. For characters, I do prefer to stick to like traditional animated sprites, because you have like it takes longer to draw, but we have a lot more control over how it feels. But it is very much possible to animate characters using like in-engine assets. There's like a ton of examples of games out there that have not a pixel art style, but more of like digital 2D, and they kind of like animate with bones, kind of like a 3D character, and it looks really good. But yeah, let's see if I missed any other questions. Oh, thank you all so much. I'm very glad to see that everyone was interested in that. I kind of have to focus because I do want to upload that part to YouTube later. Why can you imagine a mini sauna surfing on that wave? It's funny that you mentioned that, because I did feel like the Crescent Riders from Sana's level were a good fit for this level. Alright, so without further ado, I think I can give this level a test run for y'all, huh? Hold on, I'm getting messages on Discord. The Chrono Gear team is posting their dogs, photos of their doggies. It all started because I posted a photo of Paige. She's been a naughty girl. Like, Mama Spacey put bird feeders in the backyard because it's spring now, and it's really cool just like leaving the bird feeders back there and seeing what different kinds of birds flock to our backyard.
Why are you so bad?
Paige, why are you so bad? She's not being bad right now, but like a couple days ago, like I went outside to let them in after letting them out for a while so they can enjoy the sunny weather. And Mama Spacey and I noticed Paige was eating a bird. She was eating a bird. We were like, no. It is unclear whether she was the one who actually killed the bird or if it was dead to begin with. But oh my gosh, so naughty. It's so gross too. I haven't let her get anywhere near my face since then. Oh my goodness. And it happened a second time the other day. But we didn't catch her, but I like went outside and I noticed that there was just like a single like bird head in the concrete part of the backyard. So, oh my gosh, so we had to dispose of that. Yeah, it hasn't happened since then, thankfully. I honestly think that she's not killing them. Like, she's just like picking up the scraps. Because maybe the birds are fighting each other over the bird feeders, I don't know. But oh my gosh, yeah, like... I want you to look at this face. Look at that face. That is the face of a cold-hearted killer. Paige, the cold-blooded killer. Yeah, killer's her new nickname. Yep. Paige overheard Dead Bird Studio and wanted to join in. Yeah. Nice Hat in Time reference there. Mother, I have acquired a taste for bird. She shouldn't even be complaining because we give her chicken broth in her food when we feed her. Well, to be fair, we did switch to beef broth the other day, so maybe she likes the chicken more. I don't know. But yes, Paige, I love you, but you need to relax. She's so stinking cute, though. But I bet she was like, but mother, I'm helping to clean up the environment. You don't want bugs to be in the backyard, do you? But Paige, you're not supposed to eat it. You're just supposed to let us know. Yeah, she's in her emo phase. Oh, S-Lax. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine what that felt like to have to clean up. Ugh. Yeah, you really gotta be careful when you let your pets hang out in the backyard. Especially if you have bird feeders nearby. Yeah, like... Yeah, I honestly do think that she's just like picking up what other, like, predators have left off from. Oh my gosh, Edge Drive, yeah. But yeah, that's, after those 2 incidents, she's been fine at least. Okay. Somebody's sharing another doggy photo. Oh my gosh, these are so precious. I wish I could share them, but, you know, like, privacy. Alright, so I'm gonna take Sippy, and then we can play this level, shall we? Yeah, Mike, 2 birds with one... The pun doesn't work because she's not rock-themed. 2 birds with 1 page. Oh my goodness.
My stones! We have a new record!
2 birds with 1 doge. That's a good one. Alright, let's see. Speech time. Yeah, that's the other thing too, like, it's a really bad idea to, like, let them eat stuff outside too, because there's always the risk that they could get sick from it, or get, like, a tummy ache. Also, yes, Edge, that is true. Be careful when giving dogs poultry, because the bones inside are hollow, and they can, like, if they break inside the stomach, then they can cause, like, a rupture. So you never want to feed your dog bones, unless they're, like, specifically, like, made for dogs, and they're, like, on the softer side. Okay. And the music's a placeholder, but I'll figure that out later. So a lot of the gimmicks in this level are designed to propel you forward. So it's a very speedy level. Yeah, Alex, this was the music I was working on the other day. But yeah, I love how swimming feels in this level. Also, you might have noticed that we changed the palette to sunset. It feels so good. I think it kind of gives it its own personality, rather than just being like generic beach level. I can't really think of a lot of like beach levels and 2D platformers that take place at sunset. The only one that comes to mind is in one of the Kirby games. Sounds really good even as a placeholder, thank you. And here Boros lets you know, reminds you that you can dash. This is kind of like a knowledge check just right here. It wants you to dash to get through this. Your favorite food is spare ribs? Funny you mentioned that. We had spare ribs last night for dinner. It was like the kind that already had like it already kind of had like sauce on it, like or like you know, the kind of like, it's not really a sauce, it's more of like a rub that gives it flavor on the outside. It was the kind that already had it on it, but I honestly like it better when Mama Spacey makes it homemade, like the homemade seasoning. Oh, you're referencing the skeleton video. Still, that reminded me. So yeah, this part's just kind of a playground to get you used to how the swinging vines work. Yeah, Mama Spacey's cooking is so based. Okay, here's a part where the tidal wave comes in. Woo! Yes, you can surf on the waves. Come on. Want to go up here? Yeah, you could take this route, or you can deep dive underwater. I'll go deep diving.
Success!
Yeah, Crony casually shredding, as she always does. Also, if you're riding the waves while haste is active, it gets kind of a gold tint and goes even faster. So I'll demonstrate that right here. Woo! Okay. That was close. Oh. Ride the waves! Oh, Sonic Frost, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And on some of these platforms, you have to swipe the crabs away in order to land safely. Otherwise, their pincers will deal spike damage. Okay, one more deep dive. Yeah, you couldn't really move like really fast underwater. It almost feels like you can move faster in the water than you can on the surface, which is kind of like an interesting like inversion of how it usually is with water levels. But yeah, the key is like just as fluid of a movement underwater as on land. That's the key to making it fun. Even if it isn't necessarily faster, just make it satisfying to pull off. And there's the goal of the level, to restore the coral reef. Nice. And it's definitely the kind of level where, like, there is, like, a lot of room for exploration because there's multiple paths in different sections. So, like, if you're just, like, leisurely going through, it'll take around 5 minutes. But if you get, like, a good rhythm down, you can beat it in, like, I bet, like, speedrunners could beat it in, like, 2 minutes. My record is, like, two and a half, I think. So I'll give it a try. I'll try speed running. Oh yeah, Argo, I have thought about that, where like if you stand idle next to the crabs long enough, Crony will like look down in it and just kind of shrug and then start dancing. Speed. Oops. Okay, there's a shortcut up here, I think. Yep, okay. No! I missed. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, shortcut up here. No! Okay. Ow. Alright, ride the haste wave. Okay, this part's a little bit tricky. Because you have to remember to swipe the crabs away. Okay, I think the top route's faster up here. Let's go! I beat my record. Awesome! Yeah, so there's a lot of movement options in that level.
Record!
Thank you. You've inspired to draw more pixel art today? Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad to have inspired. Also, Spacey, you think the old dead coral remains after you restore it? Oh, yeah, I'll check that real quick at Strive. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, I getcha. So let's see where it starts to fade in. There we go. And is it where the sapling is? No. I think it's the stump. So I'll add a keyframe here. Oops. And then we'll... Okay, I'm gonna have to do both of them, I guess. So let's do the sapling too. No? What the heck? Why isn't it going away? So it's not that one, it's not that one. Okay. Are you so stubborn? Okay, I'll put a keyframe here. There's gotta be another one. Try this one. There we go. So there's two of them. I think it's just because both the stump and sapling forms. They both have the dead coral. Okay. Okay. Sorry about the weird sound effects. Boing. Nice. Okay. Now that works. Yay. Okay. So the beach level does have a second mission later on, after you beat Depths of Atlantis, where it's basically like a race to catch up to one of the HoloX members, Chloe. And the idea I have for it is that it's a closed circuit. Chloe is riding on her like orca mascot. So you basically like have to use like the the same kind of gimmicks that you do in the normal level to like propel yourself forward and catch her. And I'm thinking that as the level goes on, as you complete more laps, Chloe will gradually get slower and slower. That way players who are not used to like speedrunning in this game will still like be able to complete it in a reasonable amount of time. But if you're good, if you're good at speedrunning, you could probably like beat her really fast. Oh, Alfie! Hi! Fairies! Ding 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 ding, Godot is silly. Yeah, Godot be a silly bean. did try out the new 4.3 version. I think it's a little too unstable to use right now, but it does like make some interesting changes to the way parallax scrolling is handled. I'm fine with parallax scrolling the way it is. Honestly, I never really struggled to set things up with it. Might be worth experimenting with, but otherwise I'm pretty content staying in 4.2 for the time being. So I need to finish blocking out this top section in the way that feels satisfying. Yeah, the way I'm setting this up is that I'm just like using like very basic blocks for now until I've got a shape that I want, and then I'm gonna fill in like the details. So I think the tricky part is going to be making the top section interesting, because unlike the bottom section, there's no water to swim in up here. So I kind of have to think of a way to still make it interesting to traverse. I think up here is where all the swinging vines and stuff could be, maybe, and then we could have like pits with dancing crabs in them. And you kind of have to hop across the pits. I don't know, something like that, and maybe there's like a wall right here, and you have to kind of like flip it up and then go down here and climb up this way. And then Chloe could kind of like change which path she takes in this figure 8 section. Yeah, there'd be a lot of space up here to swing around in, and yeah, you could probably get like a good chain of like swings. Something else that might be interesting to do to help players who can't keep up with her is to have put crony phones in the level. And specifically what they would do is they would spawn like crony themed traps to catch Chloe when she runs by them. And that would kind of like ensnare her and give players a chance to catch up with her. Okay. Alright, so I think it's in a position right now where I can like start blocking it in. Oh, I still think it's so cute that Yomi and I's wiggle emotes like sync up perfectly. Okay, so this part. Okay. Do this. Nice. Yeah, they're dancing. Okay. I'm getting another message. Oh my goodness, the Uncrypted, one of our composers, just shared a work in progress of one of the later levels in World of Chaos, which is an arcade. I'm quite interested to listen to it, but I can't right now because I got my playlist going. But it's okay, I can wait until after stream. Actually, well, how long is it? 40 seconds. Okay, yeah, I'll just pause the music for 40 seconds so I can hear. He went with Sega Genesis sounds. Let's go. Sega Genesis sound chip. Let's go. This is such a bop so far, Neon. Oh my gosh. I'll ask Neon if I can show people on stream. Is it okay if I show my viewers? Is it okay if I share with my viewers on stream? I'm totally cool with waiting until it's done. noise. Okay, I'm gonna. I asked if I could show it. I know that some artists can be a little bit nervous about showing works in progress, so it's very important for me to ask first. Okay, he says sure. Okay, hold on. How am I gonna feed in Discord audio? Let's see. I could actually just download it and put it on my playlist. I'll do that. Okay. I have downloaded. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's too quiet? Okay, hold on. I'll loop it. Okay, hold on a second. Actually, let me raise the volume in the program itself. And hopefully that will do the trick. Yeah! Let's go! What do you think? Alright, I'm gonna tell him it's unanimous. It's unanimous. They think it's a bop. There's so many dance emotes. Oh, Neon, there you are. Hi. Thank you for that bop. It is much appreciated. Oh, so good. I really want to keep like the Genesis like sound fonts for it, just as a nice change of pace. Kind of like what Undertale does. Some of their music like uses sound fonts from different video games. I could see us like really like rolling with that for Ducky God Arcade. And yes, like the arcade level is going to be themed after Subaru from Hololive. So I'm really excited about that. And I'll definitely like give it some nice like neon lights and also there's a test, there's a gimmick that I had made very early on in the game that I cannot wait to finally add to the arcade level once we start working on it. It's in my test environment. Let's move this dude out of the way because he's hard. It's basically this. So the way this is going to work, I'll just show you. Dog Song from Undertale reminds you of the music composer Mario Paint? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Glad to be a part of the project. I'm so glad that you're a part of the project, Neon. Your music is so good. Like, Neon worked on another Hololive fan game called Flare Nui Nui Quest, which is kind of like a Mega Man-like action platformer. And the music in that game is so good, too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, you enter this, and you become a spaceship. And I'm gonna make it so that you can press attack to, like, fire pew-pew lasers. And you'll be able to fight, like, Space Invader-style enemies. And it'll be like modular terrain where you can just like become a spaceship and you like do that to navigate around the levels in certain parts. And then you can just leave it. And it carries your momentum, so you can use haste while you're a ship, and then you leave it as haste. Yeah, yeah. Pew, 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 pew. If you could just imagine that. Pew, 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 pew. Sonic Superstars, but better. Oh, yeah, like I'm not a fan of the cyberspace level in Sonic Superstars, I'm sorry. Oh, fact that it's instant hacking rocks? Yeah, it's instant. Pew, 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 pew. It's gonna be so cool. I want to see if I can add another like retro style arcade game that kind of morphs you as well. Maybe something with like different movement than the spaceship. How would they even feel like being turned into a spaceship? I know, right? And like I'm proud of the design for the spaceship. Like it's kind of a mix between like, it kind of looks like an Artwing, but it's like crony themed. So like her swords become the wings. It's an E-wing. Or like a K-wing. You know, K for crony. Also, I might as well show this enemy off, because I'm also proud of the way it turned out too. It's designed to be like one of the most powerful enemies, like one of the most powerful normal enemies you can face. It only does one thing, but it's very good at doing that thing. So it really forces you to pay attention. Marketable spaceship, yeah. So you really have to pay attention. Ow. Nice. It's a normal enemy because it respawns if you walk away from it, which I'm not sure if that's the best idea. But it's basically this version of, like every like Mega Man game has a big stompy enemy that has lots of health and does high damage, but all it does is jump at you. Stasis is a very good idea to use against it, because it gives you an opportunity to like hit it more. Nice. I like. Okay, cool. Core, let's go. I made it a point to add Undertale music to my stream after I listened to it on Alex's stream. Okay, so that's cool. So I'm gonna continue blocking in this environment. And then I'll play around with adding like a few gimmicks to kind of like propel you forward, and then hopefully we can get like a basic layout going in this section. I won't code the Chloe race just yet, but just having the layout like present will give me a good idea of how to handle her movements. Reminds you of that one boss from Metroid Fusion. I haven't played Metroid Fusion, but I've heard good things about it. I've heard that it's not very speedrunner friendly because it kind of like locks you into certain routes a bit more tightly. But that's okay. Like not every like good memorable game needs to be speedrun friendly. It's just a nice bonus. And it's just the kind of games that I really enjoy making. Stuff with good movement. Yeah, it's a lot more linear. I see. Some people, they like enjoy those kinds of experiences more. Like I know that I struggle to stay invested in a lot of Metroidvanias, specifically because they're so non-linear and so much backtracking is involved. But lately I've been playing more of them on stream, and like I've played some real bops. Like I really enjoyed Symphony of the Night. Like I didn't like experience that when I was younger, so it was nice to be able to play that with y'all. Well, actually, let's go this way. Oh, Contrast Zero mission where you accidentally skipped half of Norfair because you found a bomb jump spot and ended the game without wave beam. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. Yes, crit. Symphony of the Night. It has a bat form, so it was automatically best game ever. And that bat form is what skyrocketed Alucard at the top of one of my favorite characters ever. Which is cool, because a lot of my favorite characters tend to be girls. So there's some nice variety now. If you had a nickel for every time you
I'm interested in this.
I'm interested in this. Alucard's so cool. And I've seen clips of like the re-release of Symphony of the Night where they changed the voice acting. He still sounds good. He still sounds what you would expect. But I still do kind of have a soft spot for like the corny, like super deep voice in the original release. I get why other people do, but like the redone voice acting is not bad. It's just not like it doesn't have the meme status. Rapid Maelstrom 1220. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, bat form good. It tickles my bat brain. And it's just like so cool that like Alucard has his father's powers in a more nerfed capacity. Like I really enjoyed using like the magic spell where he kind of just like teleports and like opens his cape like Dracula and shoots like 3 fireballs forward. That's such a nice like it's just like such a nice attention to detail that like he can use like most of his father's abilities. Okay, so here is where we start adding sand. Yeah, like when I was younger, I used to be like obsessed with finding really cool like games where you play as like really cool like female characters because I did not have the opportunity to play that many when I was a kid. But now that we have like such like a really cool like variety of different characters, like I can definitely like appreciate boys a lot more. I mean, who doesn't want to play as Wario? Wario is peak. Plus like Sonic. And Shadow. And Tails. Tails is the goodest boy. He's been my baby boy ever since I was a little kid who was just starting out playing video games. Did Zard just join a stream? Did you just hear Wario? Yeah. I do think of that fellow. There's somebody on our team, Zard. He is the biggest Wario fan you'll ever find. He can do a flawless impression of the character. Still no mainstream playable Waluigi? Yeah. There is like a fan game that's pretty good, I've heard. And the developer who made that fan game ended up making like an original game that's kind of like Mario styled, where you play as this like girl in a frog costume. I forget the name of that. Ah! Why is that? Why is that like that? Okay, wait, I see. Wario Land 4 is great. Your favorite was Wario Land 2? Nice. It's really cool that we're getting so many Wario Land inspired indie games lately. Like Anton Blast and Pizza Tower, and Zard is actually working on one. It's in its early phases, but it looks pretty cool, like the character designs, like from what I've seen him post. You've heard of Wario Land on the Virtual Boy was good? Yeah, I've heard that that was one of the few like actually like legit good games to play on the Virtual Boy. Is this set up correctly? Okay, yeah, I think so. Oopsie. Okay, I think that's okay. No, it's not, it's not Frogun. It was a different one. Like, the one I'm thinking of, she has a frog suit, not a frog hat. I mean, not hat, gun. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I see it. I got an idea. Nice. It does take some time to properly block out like the edges and everything in these kinds of tile sets. It's worth it though. I've heard that Godot's tile map system does have an option for like auto tiling. I can't really wrap my head around how it works, but it might be useful to know moving forward. It might help streamline a few of the tile sets. But I've heard that you need to like arrange the tiles in a specific way in order to make it work. Yeah, I think it might be the terrains. I just never looked into it. Leonix Nova, thank you for hydrate. I'll take sippy. Oh yes, that's the name of it, Waterblad. Side cutlery. I think. I had Sai in the name. Oh, Crit, you've used auto tiling and Godot for your games, but you never had games with slopes, so that probably increases the difficulty of getting it to work. Oh, okay, yeah. We have, in the vast majority of tile sets, we have slopes that are this exact shape. So yeah, that probably complicates things. They're basically like Mega Man X-styled slopes. It kind of reminds me of like once like classic Mega Man made the leap to the X series. They added those slopes and it really like made a huge difference in how the levels flow. Because suddenly with those slopes, you have a way for the character to kind of like ascend or descend without leaving the ground, which leads to much more fluid movement, especially with the dash that they added. Yeah, ride on cars! Do I want to go this way? I guess we could go straight down. Maybe put this down here. Just add a nice bedrock layer. Okay, nope. Cool. You're debating if you want to draw a pixel puppy or animate a pixel kitty. I'm kind of curious about how you'd animate the kitty. Let's see. It's going this way. Animation it is. Nice. Okay, so for this part, I could probably go with like a slope. Yeah, like that. Oops. Okay, let's do this. And we'll expand the bedrock over here. Yeah, this tile set for the beach level is kind of unique in that it has wall slopes, which is something I don't normally do. But I feel like it's a benefit to underwater environments because you can swim in like 360 degrees. So having like terrain that's like extra curvy like that really like lends itself well to the underwater environments. Granted, it is something that Depths of Atlantis does not have in its tile set, but I don't think Atlantis necessarily needs it. Because Atlantis is kind of like built more around like the zoomy bubble mechanic that I was showing off the other day. Okay, so there's a spot here and it kind of like goes up that way. Yeah, the zoomy bubbles. And I guess we could move this like here, make it a bit more narrow going upwards. Let's go. Ta-da. Yeah, I've been standing since the stream started. Because my back's been giving me a hard time, especially when I sit down. And like I'm worried that like at some point it's going to get to the point where I actually feel more comfortable standing up all the time than I do sitting down. I don't know if it's the chair. Maybe I need a new chair. I've also been occasionally swapping out my office chair with like the kind of chair that you sit on with your knees. That helps too, but it just basically like after a while, it basically just transfers the stress from your back to your knees. So then my knees start hurting, which is like still an issue. Okay, let's go this way. Actually, no, let's go like up here. You recommend visiting a kinesiotherapist? I wouldn't know where to find one. Maybe in the city? But there is a local chiropractor. I haven't gone there since last year. So maybe I'm overdue for a chiropractor appointment. Yeah, you gotta look after my back. Watch my back. I gotta watch my back, because I'm a bat. Speaking of which, I will lower my desk. This might be loud. Hopefully not. We are clear for takeoff. Okay. Nice. All right, I'm sitting on my knees now. I'll alternate between the knee chair and standing. Awesome. I wonder if I should even go this high with it. Maybe I could put like a wall here. I wonder what game I should play next, too. Because I feel like next stream's gonna be my last, like, Hat in Time one before I clear the game. I have a few ideas. I could play all the monkey games that I've been meaning to play. You know, like Donkey Kong Country. Maybe Donkey Kong 64, either 64 or Country. I could play Super Monkey Ball, I could play Ape Escape. I love Ape Escape. I definitely want to play that one sometime, because not many people really know about it. Unless they grew up when it was still a thing. I could also start playing Ratchet and Clank. That series is near and dear to my heart. And I remember being so good at the original, like, quadrilogy that I was able to get through all of them without any health or armor upgrades. Well, health upgrades are kind of unavoidable past the first game because they come automatically when you level up. Oh, you're animating a 3-kid combo? Blake, that sounds awesome. Have you heard of this game called Freedom Planet? Maybe you should play that next. Yeah, I don't want to get too burnt out on the Freedom Planet games, so I'm gonna refrain from playing them until, like, special occasions. So that we can properly celebrate together every year. Ah! Why is that? Nice. Any interest in playing the Shantae games? I might give them a whirl. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna ultimately, like, enjoy them, because they do have they do suffer from the Metroidvania curse, in my case, where I've never really felt, like, motivated to finish them, because after a certain point it just feels like I've experienced everything they have to offer. Especially in the case of, like, pretty much everything from the original up to Pirate's Curse, because they recycle so many assets. Oh yeah, I gotta play Deltarune too. Might as well, it's free. Oops. Go this way. Let's go this way. Kalar! Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Dust Modi! Welcome, Raiders! Hi! Welcome, welcome, I'm Spacey Botheltelli. I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer. And I'm just blocking out the second beach mission. Once I block it out and just get some basic gimmicks going, then I think we'll be in a good spot for that, and I can start working on Atlantis stuff. Oh, okay. Hold on, I need to take a deep breath. Whew. I wish there was a way for me to open the window in my office. I do have an air purifier, but I need to ask Mama Spacey, like, if it's even possible, because I tried putting, like, it's one of those windows where you have to, like, turn a crank, but no matter how hard I turn it, it's not budging. Oh, thank you, Dust Modi. Half Genie Hero is more linear, you might enjoy that one the most. That's interesting, because I did back the Kickstarter. Pretty much the same case as with the Hat in Time, where I backed the Kickstarter and then proceeded to never play the game. So it could be a good opportunity to clear my backlog. Do I want a sand pile here? I guess it's fine. Let's go this way. It's okay, making games takes up a lot more time than playing them. Oh, absolutely. That's why I've enjoyed streaming for the past like year and a half. Because it's given me a chance to actually sit down and play some games for once instead of just like spending all my time making them. I enjoy making games on stream as well, granted. Because it's something, it's my wheelhouse. It's something I'm good at. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna go for the whole, like, all the way until 5:30 tonight. Because the weather's absolutely beautiful outside and I want to spend more time outside. But that's okay. So we got lots of fun things planned this week. Hopefully no expired birds will wait. Yeah. I bet the birds were fighting. Because, like, there's a certain kind of bird up here called the grackle, which is like it's not a crow, but it's like it's got like really dark feathers, and it's got like this green metallic feathers around its neck. And I like them, but they scare all the other birds away from the bird feeders. And then at some point we end up with nothing but grackles in the backyard. They're pretty noisy too. Like, my mom really hates them, but I do appreciate their goth vibes. But they also are very noisy, yes. It's good that you're still willing to play games and not just make them. Ah, I appreciate that, yeah. You miss grackles, Alex? They're the crow's dumb cousin? Yeah. Honestly, would not mind having a lot of crows in the backyard. Because crows are super smart. And it's quite easy to become friends with them if you, like, go out and interact with them. Like, you can teach them to play fetch and, like, give you items and stuff. And in exchange, like, if you reward them with, like, shiny trinkets, you can get them to find, like, certain things for you. They also speak, yeah. But then they take your personal details, yeah. There was an old lady that taught a murder of crows how to steal stuff for her. Yeah, I've heard that. Like, I recall reading one time about someone who taught crows how to steal coins and dollar bills for them. Which is pretty interesting, but also not cool. Because what if the crow steals from somebody who needs that money for like medical expenses or something? Like, I'd imagine it'd be pretty tricky for a crow to differentiate between like people who can afford to have their money taken, like super rich people, and then like not so rich people. Then again, somebody who's super rich probably won't have money on them to begin with. They'll probably just have credit cards. You want a crow army? I also did hear about somebody who like interacted with two separate like groups of crows, and they became friends with one group, and they kind of like bullied the other group, and then just the two groups ended up going to war with each other because one of them thought that the dude was super nice and the other thought that like he was super mean. And again, I don't know if it was actually a true story. Well, I'm not really a fan of that sort of social experimentation. Crows are smarter than people give them credit for. Oh yes, they will hold grudges. And they, like, fully understand the concept of, like, revenge. A call to action? Yeah! Yeah, crows are pigeon smart. No fights at the crowbar, please. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's just do this. Then I can go down this way. Once I get into a groove with making these tiles, it's very zen. I wish it didn't take so long, but it is admittedly relaxing. Gives my brain a moment to think about other things I want to do when I'm finished with it. It's totally relaxing to just watch me do it too. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Alex. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Enjoying the crow puns? Yeah. Nice. Ooh, that drive has new concepts. Let's go. Yeah, once Depths of Atlantis is done, it's just the Chloe race in this map. And then, like, the main boss of World of Nature. And then we move on to some spoiler-heavy intermission stuff. And then we are on to World of Chaos, which is going to be quite fun. That's going to be like a modern metropolis to kind of fit with Bales' aesthetic. So I'm hoping that, like, April is halfway done. So I'm hoping for the other half we can get all of the World of Nature stuff and the intermission done, and then we'll be in a very good spot. Moving into, like, the middle of spring and summer. So once that intermission is done, then we have officially reached the halfway point of development. I know, Alex, time is flying by so fast. Like, especially in the VTubing community, things move so quickly with VTubers. Like, the average, like, lifespan of a VTuber is, like, 3 years. Most VTubers graduate within that time. So it's absolutely crazy that like a lot of the VTubers in like Hololive, for example, are like going on 5 years now. And in that regard, it is quite scary to think about where everything will be at by the time we finish this project. But one of my goals was, in fact, to like basically learn how to scope games a bit smaller. And I think so far we have definitely succeeded. We have made so much progress. The past, like, how long have we been working on this? I'd say like 7 months at this point. It feels like this game is kind of at a similar level of scope as the original Freedom Planet, but that game took 3 years. And if everything works out with this project, we will have made the same amount of content in much less time. And the coolest thing is that, like, I was able to show, like, the progress, like, the visible progress, like, every time I stream it, which is something I wasn't able to do for, like, previous game projects. So because I was not a streamer. The average VTuber keeps a nutritious diet of dank or based memes. Consuming old memes, even those a month old, could give them food poisoning. Oh, Edge. But yeah, I do like the street lamps that you made, the concepts. I'm not sure which one's my favorite. I noticed you put a star next to number 5. And 6 and 7. I'm kind of digging it. I also really like the perspective on number 3. But, like, between the ones that you starred, what's the difference between them? Like 6 and 7. Oh, right, the base. Yeah, out of those, I like 7 the most. Oh, Neko also posted a bit of one of the animations. One of the animated cutscenes. Let's go. It looks awesome. Looking awesome. You leveled up a lot in the time since FP1, so now you're dealing a lot more damage to a project of similar scope. Yeah. I think that's something that I keep forgetting too. Because, like, I was basically a baby Bato back then. Kind of like throwing caution to the wind and just just seeing if I could make a commercial game, because it was my very first commercial game. And then Freedom Planet 2 came along, and that is an absolutely massive project that took like 8 years to make in total if we count the console ports. So going from a project of that scope to something back to like Freedom Planet 1 size is like very refreshing. Makes me feel unstoppable, which is very good because, like, shortly after Freedom Planet 2 released, I was going through a rough patch, not really sure if this kind of like career was sustainable for me. But with proper scoping, I can still do it. I still got the touch. You can see if you can get a combo of 3 and 7. The ones you star are just the ones you think are a good direction. Yeah. I feel like you've got a good eye for that edge. I tend to kind of like gravitate towards those ones as well. Just taking up like a few cues from other iterations. Well, I don't mind if the perspective is straight on too, because we don't want it to be too different from other levels. It all depends on what works. We might feel differently when the tile set is like actually in development. Remember the carrot combo? Actually, I'm gonna go a step further than that. I'm gonna step outside for a few minutes and take a break because I feel like I'm having trouble breathing right now. But I think if I just step outside for a few minutes, I'll be okay. Because I think it's just because of all the talking that I've been doing. Get out here for a few. I love you. Aw, thank you. All right, I'll take Sippy and Stretchy and then go outside for a few minutes. Ah, good stuff. Yeah, in this past minute that I haven't been talking, I already feel better. So yeah, I'll give it a few. I'll restart this song because it's a bop when I get back. Alright, I'll see you all in a bitty. Thank you so much for hanging with me so far. And do take this opportunity as well to get up and get like a drink and get a refresher if you need it. Alright, bye. Spacey Bottotelli will return after the break. I'm back. And I'm back. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Oh, Guardly Guard, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm feeling better now. Yeah, sorry. My screen transition can be a bit of a jump scare if you're not expecting it. Yeah, I feel better now. I also put on, yeah, walking around in the backyard kind of riled Paige up, too. It's a nice transition, though. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's silly, but it's me.
What the dog doing?
Phew! Yeah, I also have one of those things in my nose now that are like you put it in your nose and it kind of like expands the nasal canal to help you breathe better. Usually it's used at night when you're sleeping, and it helps a lot to get like more oxygen in there, especially if you have like narrow like nasal passages. Your dad's used those? Yeah. And I think when I speak, I just need to allow myself to pause every now and then. Do I get affected by allergies? I honestly don't know. It is possible I could be. But it's not something that I've ever really investigated before, so I'm not entirely sure. Chris gets them really badly? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You have to shut the windows when spring starts? Huh. So that's kind of a bummer, so you gotta keep windows shut during the spring for allergies. You gotta keep them shut during the summer because it's too hot. Wait, no, you can actually leave them open this summer for air circulation. But then you'd have to shut them during the winter because it's too cold outside. If you had allergies, you would know. Yeah, I kind of get that. Let's see. Could do this, I guess. Hold on a second. You like the rocky bottoms for the cliffs? Thank you. Yeah, I like the way that the curved terrain like lets me like have like really interesting like cliffs that kind of like lean over everything. Paige. Well, let's keep going here. I love this song. Like, I love how it handles the same, like how it has like the same chord progression as Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Is that the name of it? But it kind of like modernizes it. It makes it into like a really cool like guitar mix. Well. Paige. What are they yapping about? I don't hear anybody coming. It is a nice day. I would not be surprised if people are walking their dogs.
What the dog doing?
Oh, let's add a hole here. What the dog doing? Dog barky. It's a holy cliff. The blessed holy cliff. Ba, ba. Da, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Nice. That's fine. Where else are we going? Over here. And I'm gonna put like lines of crabs down here. Or maybe up top. Maybe I could leave the bottom blank. So we have to swat them out of the way in order to catch up to Chloe. And since her orca has kind of like a lifesaver encircling it, it's kind of immune from crab damage. So I would imagine that the orca mascot kind of swats them away. You know what? I'm gonna make an adjustment to our beloved care combo. I'm gonna add a redeem for deep breaths. Okay, let's see, where are the redeems? Is it right here? Oh, thank you for care combo, Ralph. To compensate, I'll, like, increase the cooldown and everything. Might be cool just to, like, since everybody's using all of them at once anyway, maybe I should combine hydrate and stretch and deep breath. So I'll disable stretch. And then I'll change it to care combo. Care combo. Hydrate, stretch, deep breath. I need to take a sip of water, stretch my wings, and take a deep breath. Okay. Alright, it should be updated. Dicky64! Hi! Welcome, Raiders! Oh, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome.
For doggers per tail.
Doggo Ray, let's go! Welcome, Raiders. I'm Spacey Bottotelli. I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer. And today I'm working on our team's hololive fan game, Chrono Gear Warden of Time. I just finished the beach level and I'm blocking out the second mission in it. Well, fair. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So since y'all are new, I can show you how the beach level looks to play. Alright, so I'm gonna take Sippy first and then we can proceed. You're working on updating your VTuber? Let's go! So you're gonna get a new model? That's awesome. I'm honestly curious how you would draw a bat character. But yeah, I have no doubt it's gonna be absolutely incredible, and I, once again, am very much looking forward to Wagyu, yes! Mike, thank you so much for gifting 20 subbies to our lovely guests. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. But yeah, once again, I'm very much looking forward to 1.5 XL Coda for Lunasis. I know it's going to be worth the wait, and I'm glad to see that you are properly like taking care of yourself to address the burnout that you were mentioning last time I hopped on your stream. Oh my gosh, level 5 hype train, let's go! Awesome! Okay. So, I will just play through this. What? Nice. You'd love to work on a back character sometime?
Rob Brown
Oh, I'd love to see
tier
that.
1 sub to Alex Desk. They have given 134 gift subs.
Rob, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 subby to Alex. Oh, I want this. I want that. Yeah, for those who don't know, it's Alex's birthday tomorrow, I believe. And what's really cool is that Alex and her partner Chris, their birthdays are they a day apart or are they on that same day? But either way, they're celebrating on the same day. It's on Friday, but you celebrate tomorrow? Let's go! So once again, happy early birthday to Alex and Chris. E. I wanna actually get to this top route this time. Okay. I think I made it last time. But there was one time where I kind of missed the jump. This looks so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm especially proud of this tidal wave effect. I posted that tidal wave as an animated video on Twitter a couple days ago. It's my most popular post ever on the whole platform. It has something like 300,000 views and like 10,000 likes. And I posted it on Reddit at the same time. I went from 180 karma to 800 karma. Like practically overnight. So I feel like I need to post more of those cool visual effects that I've been able to pull off. I also really like the effect in one of the earlier stages in the World of Time, where there's this level with a tornado in the background. I haven't used stasis yet. We can slow down time, of course. And it makes fast enemies like that one way easier to deal with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that tidal wave does not use any shaders. It's purely sprites and particle renderers. Bravey! Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it! And yes, this has chainsaw bears. You gotta have chainsaw bears. Ow. Also, the crabs are spikes. But they're spikes that you can whack away and then it gets rid of them. But other than that, they have the normal spike behavior. Also, I really like the way swimming feels. I made it a point to avoid the issue that most platform games have with water levels by giving you very fast and fluid movement underwater, just like on land. Nice. And we've reached the goal. Oh, that's totally invisible now. I need to adjust that. I think in the starting animation I'm supposed to... Oh, we're about to beat our record for the biggest hype train. Thank you all so much. Oh my goodness. Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna fix the coral real quick. Coral. You deserve all the love. Aw, thank you, Alex. No you, no you. Wagugas! This is the power of Wagugas. Yeah! Mike, thank you so much for pushing us past our record. I think. Did we get record? Yeah! You mainly know about hololive from Chrono memes a few years ago? That's how I learned about it, Borb. Yeah, I first got into hololive through watching Chrono back in back when Freedom Planet 2 was still in its last months of development, and I ended up hurting my hands during that to the point where I had to relegate most of the final areas of development to other team members. And then while I was recovering, I started watching VTubers. So that's how that started. Okay, so I need to fix this. I don't know why these errors appear. It's only on this version of Godot, but it definitely is an editor thing. So it's not something that we have to worry about. Okay, so I need to grab the colors right here. I'm gonna copy these two tracks. And in the stump, we are gonna paste those tracks because we need to actually have them specified in other animations if we want them to be unaffected by what goes on in the summoning animation. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy those again into the sapling track. And in the grown track, that's fine. Okay, cool. Perfect. So the other cool thing... Oh! Oh my gosh, Blake, you're so sweet. You inspire me to get up out of bed every day to make my dreams come true. You're the best. I'm glad to hear that. Go make good things. Make awesome things. You're Oshi ever since. You're talking about Chrono, right? Okay. So I do want to show one of the other levels that has a visually impressive visual effect, which is this one. And I really like how the tornado turned out. And all this is 2D particles that slowly grow and they just like spiral upwards in an orbiting motion. And that is combined with some scrolling clouds in the background, as well as like this spiral here that is specifically squashed and stretched for a 3D look. Yeah! So I'm gonna play this level too, just so you can see how that feels in motion. Something else, I did actually make a change to this level. There are no longer any bottomless pits anywhere. Because I felt like that combined with everything else that's going on was a bit harsh for the early game. But I think it's in a good spot now. The only thing I want to do is I want someone to refactor the boss fight so that he spends more time on the screen. Because he spends a lot of time off screen. Oh, Kurova, thank you so much. Ow. Really need to stop getting hit. The stasis really comes in clutch with these green crystal platforms. Like, you can hop up this normally, but it's just easier to use the stasis to help out. And while under stasis, if you get hit by an attack, it blocks the attack. So it acts both as a time slow and as a parry of sorts. Starmie, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, hope you're doing well. And also we have ice storm. Gotta take cover during that. Also, yeah, I composed the music in this level too. There is a CD over there that I want to grab. I just have to time my jump correctly. No, 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 no. Okay. No! Okay. CD. Ow. Yeah, I take much pride in how I'm like a jack of all trades when it comes to game development skill sets. I can do pixel art, I can do programming, I can do music, I can do audio design, I can do story writing if I really need to, but I'm not very confident in that. A whole bunch of different things, to the point where during the first 4 weeks making this game, I did literally everything myself before I recruited a team. Because I really wanted to get like a good proof of concept out there before I like started like doing team building stuff. But I feel much more comfortable working in teams compared to working solo, because I just love how I can kind of like, I have the capability of like drafting certain things and then passing along to somebody else to really like give it that extra polish. Like, I can do a lot of things pretty well, but it does take me longer than somebody who is like specifically skilled in a certain field. You would like to pet the background dragon even if they're unfriendly? Ah, nice. Okay. I do like this boss fight, I just like need to think of a way to keep it on the screen for a longer amount of time, because it does fly off every now and then summon the ice storm. Those are really good skill sets, Blake. Like, having 3 skills is a very good thing. Let's go! But he was off screen, so we can't see him blow up. Here. Awesome! Yeah. Would a camera hotspot attached to the dragon in a certain area work? Maybe. As a last resort, I could see that working. Well, you're decent at programming, Gray Stripe, but you struggle with art? That's fair. Like, I have a really hard time with anything 3D related. Like, 3D modeling just takes me so long. Yeah, I'm also, like, I'm okay with audio design. I'm not, like, the best. Like, I do vastly prefer having, like, bespoke audio made from scratch for my game projects, but, if I'm on a tight schedule, then I know how to, like combine audio, like, pre-existing audio effects into something new. Whoopsie, controller disconnected. I'm very glad I have the pop-up notification that lets me know when that actually happens. Well. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed seeing some of those cool visual effects. Alright, so I'm gonna finish blocking out this second beach area, which is gonna be like a foot race against one of the rival bosses. You know, basically have the same gimmicks as in the first mission, but like in the context of like a closed circuit. So you have to kind of like catch up to them and bonk them a few times. Also, True Darkland, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Well. Okay, where's my tile map? Here it is. But yeah, once I'm done with this, I should have a bit of time to start building up some landmarks in the Atlantis level. Like, the Atlantis level has the most complex tile set that we've made so far. So I think my strategy for it is going to be to make some set pieces for it ahead of time, and then build the level around those set pieces so that it's easy to tell where you are in the level. Okay, Haidon says, you heard a long times ago that most people are either really good at programming or really good at art and video game design, which is one of the things that makes Dust and Elysian Tales so exceptional at the time it came out, because aside from the voice acting, it was entirely made by one person. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, solo devs are genuinely very special, and it takes like a lot of stamina to make a game by yourself. Like, I've thought about it a few times, but like, eventually gets to the point where it's so exhausting that I have to form a team to help me, because I feel like continuing to work on it solo would not do like its ideas justice. Like, I feel like I could have still worked on this game solo, but the scope would have been way smaller. It's because of our team that it has turned into such an awesome project that is just like truly a showcase of what the Hololive fan game community is capable of. Yeah, learning on a job is a good way to push yourself to create even better. I'm getting a DM. Oh no, it's a ping. Yeah, there's a bug where, like, if you rebind your controls, they're saved, but when you reload the game, it stacks them on top of the default controls for some reason. So I'm not sure what I missed. I think the method that I tried to clear the controls when it's loading them is not working for some reason. I'm gonna investigate that, actually. So, let me go to game settings.gd. You're gonna head off now, Haz? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. So I think what I need to do is I need to go into the load controls function. Okay, I think I see the problem. I don't see anywhere here where it's actually clearing the controls before it reloads them. So how would I do that? Because I know that Godot has its own built-in like method for controls, so I would need to like get a function for them to be like completely erased. So action add event, I see. Maybe there's one for removing all of the bindings from an action. I will go ahead and look up, Godot thankfully has a very good source of online documentation. So I'm just gonna type Godot 4 docs. Oh, sweet. Let's see. So what we want is we want the input map class, which is where all input maps are handled. So action add event, action erase events. Okay, removes all events from an action. Okay. So input map, action erase events. So I would have to iterate through all of the actions, actually. So how is this handled? For action and data.keys. Loading in the controls. Okay, where's action defined? Okay, for action. Okay, so let's try this. input map dot erase action erase events. Action. I think that should be enough. I can't test it until somebody else on the team does. I think that should do. I hope it's a situation where it was just like an easy oversight. Oh, thanks for that, Edge. Well, I think we're good. So I think the start of the race could actually be maybe right here on this little island. Because this feels a bit too cramped. And actually what I'll do, I'm so excited for some of the animated cutscenes that we're cooking. Like, the vast majority of the cutscenes in the game are with, like, in-game pixel art. But there's a few exceptions to that where it really, like, goes into, like, you know, like, the kinds of, like, FMV-styled cutscenes that you'd get if you're playing, like, a PS1 game. Like, we have a phenomenal team, like, set up with that. Yes, Mike. Right, I want palm trees. Oh, Edgerive, you used to be amongst the best in your programming classes in college? Let's go! That's awesome. 2D hand-drawn frame by frame? Pretty much. I mean, we're gonna combine it with, like, certain other, like, in-game assets. Like, I'm gonna handle the backgrounds for the most part. Poor little wolf. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait to see it. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait until, like, enough progress is made with that to where we can start, like, teasing it. I think it's really gonna pop off. And it makes me happy to be able to support, like, an animation team like that. Like, even though it's a fan game, I'm still budgeting as if it were like a commercial, like a true commercial endeavor. Because I can, and because, like, this is honestly like a dream project. I get to play a speedy action platform game, which is my favorite genre, as, like, one of my favorite VTubers ever. Okay, this is looking pretty nice. Let's add some more of these leaning palm trees. You're glad I'm so excited and enjoying what I'm making? Thank you, Anne. And like everybody in the hololive community has just been, like, so supportive of the project too, which I'm very grateful for. Like, you can just, like, feel the love in every pixel. What do I want to do with this? I guess I'll make it straight just to make it easier to swim here, because this is like a race after all. We don't want the player to get hung up on terrain. Oh, Crit, you know this one VTuber called Spacey Bat, and you hope she makes a cameo in the game? Yeah, I'm not sure if... Yeah, absolutely no. Only hololive VTubers can be in this fan game. Granted, we have played around with the idea of making certain team members appear in the game as hololive mascots. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's Ridge Racer! Yeah, one of my emotes is myself as a crony. Like Crony's mascots, like her fan mascots to represent her fan base, are called cronies. Which I think is really cute. Let's add more. More trees. You always want to add like decently tall like trees and background decorations in levels where the player is expected to drop from a height, from a decent height. Because that way they can look at the background elements at the bottom of the screen and be like, oh, okay, that ground is safe to land on. Maybe like a pixel version of them next to their name in the credits. That could be cool too. Oh, Health Sword, care combo. Thank you, thank you. Right, sippy, stretchy, and breathing. And anytime somebody redeems the care combo, y'all take care of yourselves too. Make sure you hydrate if you need to. And stretchy. And I'll deep breathe while I'm stretching. Oh, that tingly feeling in my wings. It's the best. Because, like, I'm a human-sized battle. Like, our wing membranes are absolutely huge. So, when we stretch and spread our wings in a way that gets them to tingle, like, all over, it's just, oh my gosh. There's nothing better than wing membrane tingles. What's the care combo version of homie hydration? That's the care combo. I like that Alex has the homie hydration in her stream because she's always on top of hydrating herself, but she added it anyway for other people to remind. Yeah, community care combo. Thank you for head pats, Elfie. So nice. Okay, I think I could add where is this? I could add one of those swinging cliffs here. I could like put a ring up here and it kind of like ascends the player upwards, like right into one of them. Oopsie. Oh. Beverage boop. Yeah. I kept head pats as a separate redeem. Oh, your Pixel Kitty animation's turning out well. Nice. Yeah, I think the trick is that I just need to practice more with my voice so that I take proper breaks between sentences to take like a deep breath again. That way, like if I'm not talking for long periods of time, I won't be out of breath by the time the stream's over. Actually, I want this to go upwards. I think it'll feel nicer. Well. Okay, so the idea is that we'd have a spring here, and then a ring would probably go upwards, and then you kind of like go this way, and then there'd be like a swinging vine here. Then you can go up this way. Maybe there could be like a platform up here to aid with getting up to this part, or it could be a ring. I'm gonna do platform first. Oops. Just like that. Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah, so the player will pass by this part during the race and see like, oh, there's a structure here that I can stand on later. And then lo and behold, they will be correct. Yeah, oh, energize, you say? Be sure to energize. That's a little difficult to say. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Energize. I'm gonna have to think about it. Okay, so we go up here, run this way. And then maybe we could split the path up here. So that the player could like, maybe like jump in Chronicopter and then there'll be like an upper platform. That is a little bit faster if they need it. And maybe they could pull ahead of Chloe and then kind of like dip down here and then bunker over here. Ba 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 ba. Oh, rail grinding mechanic. Let's go. Like, I've said this before for those who are new. My game design hot take is that there is not a single game out there that would not be made instantly cooler with the introduction of grind rails. Think about it. Well. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2's gift to the world. Grind Turismo. Yeah. Somebody mentioned like car racing games with grind rails. There is a car racing game with grind rails. It's called Buck Up and Drive. And it's absolutely awesome and hilarious. Pedal crash with grind rails? Imagine that. Imagine when you crash the pedals, they kind of like slide along a grind rail before they disappear. Or if somebody builds up garbage to deposit in their opponent's field, the garbage could grind on a rail before it lands on the board. Civ 6 grind rail mod? Yeah, think about it. Deploy your units, and while they're moving, they could grind along a rail next to the major cities as a shortcut. You're the one person in the world who does not mind Sonic Heroes grind rail, sadly. Yeah, Sonic Heroes... It does benefit from the grind rails, it's just that they're glitchy. And it's usually a bad idea to design like the layout of an entire level around a glitchy mechanic. Because like the grind rails are so integral to some of the levels in that game that there's no avoiding using them, and that just makes their issues much more apparent. I guess we could do this. Have like a swingling vine. And maybe like a shortcut up here if the player knows about it, where they can kind of like Chronicopter up here, swing, boost. Yeah. So we'll go up here. You remember there was a multiplayer race map that was just one long massive grind rail? Yeah, I remember that one. Okay, that's cool. So we hop along these. There's probably going to be a lot of boost rings up here because there's no water otherwise to kind of like move in. this way. I could block this direction off so that we get more mileage out of the beach parts. Yeah, I'll try that. Listening to this song makes me very emotional. Because, like, literally one of the last things that I did before Freedom Planet 2's development was, like, well and truly wrapped up was help out with, like, refining the Murga fight. And I think it's the last track Woofle did for the game that she did solo. Like, the bonus level was handled by, like, multiple people, the music in that. Yeah, both final bosses in both Freedom Planet games, like, make me emotional for different reasons. But, like, I genuinely feel like that Murga fight is, like, one of the coolest boss fights I've ever played in any video game, like, even outside the context of me working on the game. I think people are going to remember it as one of the all-time greats in gaming history. It's like so much work went into that fight. Like, it is 6 boss fights in one. It literally is like a level that has like 6 boss fights, and a single boss fight can often take as much work as a full level. And it took the combined efforts of the entire programming team. Myself, Will, Spec, Penny, who else am I forgetting? Well, yeah, like literally everybody had their hand in making it as awesome as it is. That boss was insanity as Nira. Oh, I know. The cool thing about Nira, I think Nira does have the hardest time against Murga, but I just love how it, like, essentially forces you to use every tool in her kit. Every single ice power, like, you know, like the ice spikes get a lot of mileage. The Tundra Ray gets a lot of mileage. The ice lasso gets a lot of mileage. And then, like, her power strike, her power slam, her downward slam also is very useful during it. And her forward stab in certain forms, especially Bloom Moon. Like, once you get a good rhythm down as Nira in that fight, it feels so satisfying. Like, being able to, like make use out of her entire moveset. That's honestly one of the reasons why I love playing as Nira the most. Aside from the fact that she is the one main character that I designed myself. Okay, so I think we're in a good position where we can start populating it with gimmicks and enemies. So we want some boost rings. We also want swinging vines. I'm going to start with the vines. I also have to remember to bring some of these back rocks in, because these back rocks are a good way, because the background does not really scroll horizontally, like the beach landscape. These back rocks let you know how fast you're going. Oh. Somebody shared some cool hololive fan art with me. Okay, let's put this here. Yeah, Nira does hit like a truck with the right setup. I love playing as Nira with like a full like attack up potion. That like transforms her into like a true boss killer. Okay, that's good. Let's add one more. Oh, okay. I sense a potential issue here. Since the vine swings both ways, the player will clip into the terrain when it swings this way. So it has to be clear on both sides. So I'm gonna go with boost rings over here instead. But I almost feel like this platform shouldn't be here. Maybe what I can do instead is I can pull it like right here, and then instead the player could kind of like do a double jump to hit a boost ring right here, and then it kind of takes them up to this vine. But I'll add a vine here, so they have a speed option if they know how to use it. Da, 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 ba, ba, ma, 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 ma. Okay, here's a horizontal one. Oopsie. Let's put it right here. We'll make them jump to go this way, fall down here. This way, I guess. And then go up here. Put one here. And since this is the long way, I'll put extra boost rings here. And then not on the other paths. Okay, doing good there. Now I want some vertical rings. Five stacks of attack plus no continues plus payback ring. Oh yeah, the payback ring trick. I keep forgetting about that. I'll have to keep that in mind during my the next time I speedrun the game. All right, I want to move this over. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so you could jump up here now. And whenever you cross through a boost ring, it refreshes your double jump. So it's kind of a way you could kind of like ascend, I suppose. And then I will add... I'll add a spring, if I can find it. There you go. Move this down here. And then I could put like a platform up here too. It'll be a slower path, but the player has to like pay attention and actually turn around here in order to use this shortcut. Nice. Wahoo! Every time I see a VTuber I follow play Klonoa for the first time, I'm like, yes! Wahoo! And I make sure to spam Alex's emo in their chat too. Yeah, Klonoa first timers. That's one of the cool things about watching like streamers and VTubers is seeing their like first time reactions playing games for the first time that you grew up with, or are that very or they're otherwise very special to you. Dark Red, hi! Hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm not sure if I could get much mileage out of having the vertical springs up in this upper path. It's mostly here. We could go up here with this. Player like jumps way up here, hits this. And then we could hit like another boost ring up here, I guess. Okay, cool. Should I have a tidal wave here or not? I wonder. I guess maybe I could have it so the tidal wave only appears in this body of water over here. Not over here. Blue, blue skies. Blue, blue skies I see. Move this over. I wanna fly, fly, fly. I wanna fly sky high. Oh, I should have the spinny thingies too. These things. Circle terrain. These are very satisfying when they're used, like in a way where you ride the tidal wave, and then it kind of like propels you upwards. Ah, Paige. Sky.
What the dog doing?
Blue, blue skies.
What the dog doing?
What's your dog doing? Okay, how does the animation on this work? I think I need to... Can I do this? Why is it not? So I flipped it horizontally. Why is it still not turning? I'll just make a new animation player specifically for it going this way. Oh, okay. So it's 6 seconds long. Okay. Negative 360? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I'll sprinkle a few of these around. Oh, having it here would be pretty cool. Paige. Honey. It's okay. The other doggies are not...
Why are you so bad?
Why are you so bad, Paige? Ba, ba, Okay, let's go this way. Let's do this. Add a little bit of variation. Nice. Actually, could I go this way perhaps? Haha. That's gonna feel nice. And then I kind of want to bring formation I use in other places, this, like this. Nice. Where else are we going? Okay, here. I think we can do the same thing. Have this kind of formation. Nice. Anytime, any game that lets you be a noodle lizard will be a fun time for sure. Noodle lizards are so fun. And then we also have fluffy noodles in the form of ferrets. Oh, I see this is poking out a bit. So I think what I can do is move this forward. Oops. Nice. Well, I should probably cover that with rocks to let like players visually know that it's not something that they can like pass through. So I'll go this way instead. What the heck? Oh, I see. I'll just do this. Yeah, I saw like a meme photo where someone like compared like noodle lizards and ferrets together. And they were like, do you like your noodles fluffy or smooth? Okay, that looks better. And I could add some underwater rings as well. Those will be pretty satisfying. I honestly do feel like the bottom section should have like more swimming. Like maybe this underwater section could be a bit like longer because I do feel like that's pretty satisfying to pull off. So maybe what I'll do is get rid of this shoreline here and make this part up here where the player actually like leaves the water. Nice. Ba ba ba. Da da da. Ba ba ba. Da da da. Okay, cool. This could be a cool shortcut too, if you've got the air mobility down. Kind of leave the water early, but otherwise I could see it like... Oh, this cliffside could be very satisfying. Yeah, so what I'll do, honestly I think I should put a platform up here just to add a bit of a safety net, so they don't like immediately fall right back down. It does make sense too, to have like a pier of sorts. Like that. Let's see. Let's move this part over a little bit. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I put it on the wrong layer. Let's put it on the middle layer, please. Let's move this here. Nice. And then maybe so the player actually has somewhere to go, I could put like a shorter one here. So they can pretty much ascend from the water at any point here. Or maybe they could wait and catch some waves with the tidal wave coming by. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll just have boostrings. How much is this? Okay, 96. Actually, let me have 2 lanes of rings here, just to make it a bit more forgiving. Cool. I'm gonna test this in a bit and make sure that it feels nice and it's got a good flow. And I want to make the underwater section a bit more interesting. I'm gonna move this over here. Ba-ba. That way we've got like a true like underwater section. There we go. Yeah, Neon, it's one of my favorite songs in the game. I just love like how unapologetically Sonic CD it is. Like I sent Wooful, Layla, the draft of the melody and everything, and she was like, "You know what? You want me to just go full on Sonic CD for this?" And I was like, "Go for it." And then she sent me the finished version, and I was like, "Yes." Okay, let's get curvy with this. Oh, I do want to straighten this part out first. There's no reason to waste all this space. Go up here, go up here, go up here. Da, 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 da. And then maybe do like this, bring this up around here. Oh, that's interesting. So the tidal wave will come here, so the player will get some sort of resistance going up this way. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I guess I could add like some cliffs for them to hop on, some more platforms. Just to make that part a bit more bearable. There we go. Egg. Good egg, Galaxy. I should probably let up on the curve here, just so players don't bonk their head up there if they get too much height. Nice. Cool. Bring this down a little bit. We've gotten a nice a nice little swim section. Maybe I can bring the sand up a little bit too. How'd that work? So it'd like start like right here. I see. Yeah. Ah. I might want to put the sand on a different layer just to make it feel a bit more organic. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Ah, nice. Okay, that works. So we go this way. I'm just getting engrossed in the music. Oh, Alex, thank you for care combo. Alright. I'm gonna finish up this rock formation and then I'll do the triple. The new triple. With new deep breath action. Alright, cool. Alright, I'll save too. Okay, I'm stretching first. Oh, that is true, Alex. Taking a deep breath before going underwater is very important. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 4 p.m. already. Yeah, breathing is good. Alright, I'm gonna take sippy now. $3.56 over there? Yeah, same here. Time zone buddies. Okay. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Yeah, ba 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 da 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 da. Hey. Da da da. Woo. Da da da. Da da bow. Ba ba da 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 da. Da da. Okay, I guess I could put like some more obstacles here to kind of like round this out. Maybe some more bumpers. Yeah. Okay, go this way. I'm gonna put this up here like this. Now I'll do this. Cool. Ah, okay, the sand layer is now overriding the pier here. But that's okay, that's why we have 3 layers. Yeah, sand getting in everything. Okay, now let's put some water bumpers. Let's put one right here too. Maybe. Well, let's put them on the back layer actually, so they appear behind everything. I'll put one right here. Ta-da. Ooh, okay, I got an idea. Put one right in the middle here, and you really have to maneuver if you want to get the optimal positioning here to cut corners. I'll be cheeky and put some bumpers on this part so the player can't keep walking on the ground. I'll put them lower. Okay. Da, 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 and then they have their pick of where they want to go up here. I'm not sure why they would go down here now. It's not really a shortcut. Maybe I could block this part off so that this only serves as a starting location. But I do like kind of how it's like lap based and you just like go up there. I'm not sure. I'll experiment. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. I'll do this and this. And this. Oh, this. Secret crab down there. Yeah. Oh, a blaze, hi. Well, experimenting good, love the lab. Ah, thank you. Hey, hey, yeah, mama. Get some crabs to cheer you on. Yeah, mama. I'll put a spring here. I'll put another one here. Just in case you need them. Bow. Meow. Meow. Okay. The rare and elusive cheerleader crab. Yeah. I'll put a couple here. 2. More crabs. Crabs, crabs, crabs. From everywhere because they like watching the race. Na 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 hoo, na na boo. Hey, yeah, na na. Okay, I want to add like a mound here for a bunch of crabs to be on. Just a silly staircase with crabs. And I'll put this here. Nice. A little bit of detail there. Not sure why I didn't think to do that elsewhere in the level, honestly. Just add like a little bit of these, like a bunch of these like little flourishes of grass. Da, da, da. Crabgrass. Huh? Huh? But You're just partying. farting little dudes. I could add some of that rough terrain up here too to make it a little more interesting to traverse. Oops. Put this right here. Oops. Let's go. Okay. There you go. So now you have to contend with crabs. You gotta either, like, use this to bypass them or, like, swat them away. Speaking of which, I should probably account for them going all the way up here. So I'll, like, move this up here. But on this side, we're just gonna go like this. Nice. Water level's your favorite? Hi, Joe Run. Good afternoon. Okay. So you just, like, swing up here, it lets you bypass crabs. Put a platform up here. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, wait, wrong one. Oh yeah, Hydro City Zone's always a bop. I know it's pronounced Hydro City, but I like saying Hydrocity sometimes too, just because I'm a Megamind fan. It's too bad that there was only one Megamind movie made, and then nothing else. I mean, there was a short film that came like with the movie when during its Blu-ray release. But other than that, no more Megamind has been made. Nope. No siree. Absolutely none. Yep, definitely no sequels. Because you just know if they were to make a sequel, it'd be of subpar quality, because the first is so perfect. Yeah, it was a good standalone movie. Are you implying that someone who expresses hydrocity is hydrocious? That's a fun sounding word. Alright, let's add more crabs. Crabs. I feel like in the case of crabs, I should add a little bit of a ledge here. Oh yeah, oh, I'm so glad that Keanu Reeves is Shadow. All hail Keanu, heroes rise again. It's such a perfect fit too, because he's got that deep voice, and he has been in movies where he's used guns. I can't wait to see how they're gonna handle Shadow, if they're gonna play up his edgy nature like in the Shadow the Hedgehog game, or if they're gonna go with something like more quiet and serious like in Sonic 06. Yeah, Lance, I was kind of rooting for Hayden Christensen, because I think Hayden would do a really good job as Shadow. And of course, I was also hoping that Jason Griffith would voice Shadow again, but that was like super copium, because like Jason Griffith did like make like a fake announcement as like a April Fool's joke. Yeah, okay. Oh, hail shadow, heroes rise again. Excited to hear the performance? Me too, especially because like a while back they said that filming was wrapped up. Yeah, he's gotta be edgy. He's the original edgelord. Yeah, Keanu did such a good job in Cyberpunk 2077. I have not watched the John Wick movies, just because I know the first one involves like the main bad guys killing his puppy, and I don't think I could take that. Maybe I could just skip that part and then see the rest of the movie. You love Slow Beast's reaction to this song? Oh, I haven't seen the reaction. No, no ghost. I'll be generous over here and make it crab free since it's the longer path. Over here, boost, fall down, boost. This is the shortcut path, but you gotta contend with crabs. Scrubs. Okay, cool. Do I want to add more crabs over here? Yes, I do. Let's put a crab in the sand, too. Rob asks, as a guy who's seen all 4 movies, you can skip the dog part from the first one. If not, you don't think you'd make it past that? Yeah, okay. Good to know, Rob. Yeah, I'll just skip that part and then watch from that point onwards. Oh, hell, Shadow. No, I'll be generous here. Ultimate crab forgiveness. Oh, no, let's do this. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, cool. Ah. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I'll put it on the back layer, like the edge part of the grass. Okay, there we go. Wonder if there's other places where I could stuff like crab clusters that are just purely for decoration. This is probably fine for now. So what I need to do now is how did I handle multiple starting locations in the other levels that have them? I think Belltown has it set up too. Okay, this is where I started blocking in like the second mission, I guess. But I don't know if it actually has it implemented. Let me check. Oh, here we go, spawn points. What other level do I do this in? Oh, let me think. Oh, right, Carnival Railway. Okay, so... Okay, mission start 2, and then that's the gear ID that it would need. Perfect, I'll just do this. Blam! That way we can set up debug. So that we can just spawn over here. Okay, tidal wave, what's the X coordinate where it should stop? Let's go with this. Okay, 37,000. 37,000. Oh, where did my mission start go? Here it is. Well, let's go up here. Hopefully that works. Da, 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 da. Okay, so spawn point. I think it's gear ID 12. Okay, that should work. I'm getting a DM. It's fine. Nice. Alright, let's test this out, shall we? Well, okay. Yeah, Jack 2 is another classic over-edgy game to the point where it becomes endearing because it's just so over the top, like dark and edgy. Why is my controller not working? Okay, there we go. Why is my analog stick not working? Blah. What the heck? I think my cable is on the fritz. Let's try that again. I can go down, but not up. Do I need to restart the game? Maybe. I just got this cable, too. Yeah, analog stick's not registering. What? I'm gonna try unplugging it from the computer this time. Well. Oh, lockdown, hi. Hope you're doing well. No! Why can't I press up? Am I throwing my controllers? No. Okay. I'm gonna check that website where you can test your controller just to see if it's just the game. Controller test. Okay, gamepad tester. Okay, it works. It works. It is going up. I just don't know why the game itself suddenly does not want to register the input. Also, why is there now no audio in the game? Save and restart the program? Okay. I'll do that. I'm closing Godot. And I'm gonna reopen Godot. Godot. Come on. She's loading. Much Godot about nothing. Okay, here we go. Also, the window needs to be resized to fit my stream. Okay, cool. I'm gonna play this now, and then hopefully it will be fine. Because I have confirmed in that controller test website that the controller is fine. Okay, no, it's still not. Also, why am I no longer getting audio? Did unplugging the USB stuff mess up my speaker settings? Yes, it did. It's trying to get speaker audio from my controller. Sound settings. My output device. No, I want this one. Okay. So that's working, but could it be the change I made to the input map earlier today? Oh, maybe. Okay. That could be an issue. I see. Oh, right, because, yeah, because there's more than one way to go up. No, I'm sad that this is going to be more complicated to fix. So I'm just going to comment this out for now and then get help. Because we have a lovely programming team, and I'm sure that they could help investigate how to fix the issue. Okay, perfect. It works now. So what was the game? It was not my controller, thankfully. Speed. Okay. Fly. Ow. I'm gonna do my best to make this race as silly as possible once I start implementing Chloe's behavior. I want her to wipe out too. I think that'd be a cool way to kind of like rubber band the AI. Rather than making her slower, progressively slower as the level drags on, I could make her mess up more often. Yeah, I feel like the length of the level is kind of pushing it for like a closed circuit. But I think it could be good. I might need 3 rings there instead of 2. Like, I think it'd be fun if we made, like, Chloe's pathfinding, like, just as likely as the player to get snagged up on terrain and just, like, get hit by crabs and stuff. Yeah, I like how it takes roughly a minute per lap, too. So, like, at most, I would want, like... After, like, the 5-minute mark, I would want, like, Chloe to get, like, way easier to deal with. What about this path? This is definitely slower. I don't think the hang bar is low enough, maybe? Ow. You really like the look of the spinning rings with shiny orbs? Definitely want to borrow a bit from that aesthetic somewhere? Yeah, go for it. People have compared it to the rings in Nights into Dreams, and I can see that. That is actually a particle system. I've got like orbiting, like circle particles. At least I think so. Actually, I think I like rotate the sprites programmatically now that I think about it. But the Ring of Fire is a different story. Ow. A little bit of Yoshi's Island. Yeah, I can see that too. Yoshi's Island is such a good example of just like feel-good gameplay. There's a lot of like collectibles and stuff in the levels in that game that aren't just like inherently necessary to have, but they just add so much flourish and personality. And they just kind of like motivate players to give them something to go to go for. Ow. I should also add a bunch of notes everywhere, and a smart player will reserve some notes for later laps. Yeah, Yoshi's Story is so good for all ages. Ow. Yeah, the notes do recharge abilities. Maybe I could add a special note behavior just for this race, where after you collect a note, like a phantom copy of the note will respawn after a while. And then the phantom copy still like regenerates your mana, but it doesn't count towards the total number of notes collected. I think that'd be cool. That slower side path might be a good place for them. The player will have a reason to go that way despite a few seconds, and they won't be consumed on the first lap. That's true. So I could add more shortcuts, kind of like this section. Like it is slower to go this way, and I don't inherently need the swinging vines, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put this ring here. I can get my music back. I'm going to put this up here. Okay. So, oops. So yeah, this path up here, it's faster to take the upper path, but you have to contend with crabs. We could make the lower path safer, but there's notes that you can collect there to keep your haste meter up. Yeah. That's a cool idea. I'll just put regular notes there for now as a placeholder. But I'll add like a unique like type of note that will actually like regenerate. I don't like how that feels, so I'll make it a bit more squiggly. Organic. Nice. Then maybe like 2 up here is a freebie. And then like have like a bunch of notes up here as a reward for swinging successfully on the vines. Put some here. And this is definitely, there's no reason to get here unless you swing the vine up there. I'll put some notes up there. Some more notes here. And then some freebie notes here. And then definitely a lot of notes down here because it's way faster to take this route up here. Nice. Will legally distinct Subway sandwiches be appearing in the game? No, there are absolutely no submarine sandwiches in this game whatsoever. Like, I know, like, a lot of early Crony watchers, like, most recognize her for those memes, but I can tell she's getting tired of it. Of the memes. Specifically centered around Subway sandwiches. Football? Put some notes there. Actually, no. Let's just make them vertical. And then we'll put, like a row here. She loves, her main thing right now is that she loves bread. She's very much into bread. She thinks about it a lot. So, like, I actually drew some bread earlier. Which, oh, hold on a second, I'll find it. Sprites, where's my items? Okay. Check it out. Bread. Who's calling me? That's a weird number. Bread. Nothing but pure bread. And it's perfectly sized for her sprite to hold. So I'm gonna pull up her victory animation. Sprites, characters, Crony. Okay. Well, that is a big... Why is it so big? Big bread. Oh, alright, I forgot to unresize it when I was making a screenshot earlier. There we go. Perfect perspective. She's offering you bread. Will you take it? Yeah. I think the bread would appear in World of Chaos since it's a metropolis. So in the hub area would be kind of like an amusement park themed around Hako's Bales. And maybe there'd be a cart selling bread, like a bakery. And you could just walk up and buy some bread, and she'll munch on it. And it serves no other function other than to look cute. Either that, or maybe it does have a benefit, and it slightly, like, increases your maximum health. That might be fun to play around with. Or maybe it could, like, temporarily raise your maximum health just for your next mission. So that way, if you want to, like, optimize the amount of health you have in any given mission, you'll just, like, go to the bakery and eat bread before each mission. Thank you for the bread. Melon pan. A bread store in every hub world. Oh, nice. There wouldn't be much reason to have one in World of Time because all of the inhabitants there are mechanical. World of Nature I could see. Maybe Fauna has some bread in her house. Also, World of Civilization, obviously, it would have bread. Maybe each hub area that does have bread would have a different type of bread. So in Civ, it would be like French bread, maybe baguette. And then in Nature, maybe it could be like muffins. There's a really cozy bakery in Minish Cap that you always loved. Nice. Want to have bread and cookies? Cookies would be cool. Num num nums. Yeah, just like little flourishes like that can give a game a lot of personality, even though they're not inherently necessary and don't really do anything for you that significantly affects the difficulty in any regard. But like, it's personality, it's style. Oh, that's true, Haidon. I could do that. Bread. Oh, I'm thinking about bread now. You know what kind of bread's really good? French peasant bread. There's a really good like brand of French peasant bread up here where I live. It's called Heidelberg. And that stuff, when it's fresh, it's so good. Like, I especially think that it makes excellent toast. Like breakfast toast. Cause like, it's just got like the right texture for it. And I also really like oatmeal bread as the bread that that's the bread that I use most often for sandwiches. Like when I have like chicken salad or egg salad, I'll always put it on oatmeal bread that is slightly toasted, not too much. So I think egg salad tastes like really good with like lightly toasted bread. Bread when there's pieces of dried fruit in it. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, like every year when like spring rolls around and like the farmer's market is in town, like Heidelberg has like a place in the market, and like Mama Spacey likes going there to get like fresh like Heidelberg bread that isn't even packaged because it's that fresh. And they also make really good like buns and garlic knots and stuff. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait for the farmer's market to come back in town. Cinnamon raisin toast? Ooh. Oh, toast with jelly and butter. Oh my gosh. It's been a while since I had PB&J. But PB&J on really good bread, it tastes gourmet. Like when most people in my country think of peanut butter and jelly, they think of it as kind of like a poor man's food, where it's like sandwiched between two pieces of white bread. But if you get some really good bread for it, it is divine. You had PB&J for lunch? Let's go! Yeah, PB&J is like such a tasty dessert, especially. But try it sometime on like really fresh bread, and you'll be surprised how good it tastes. Should go to the bakery today. Oh, I want to go to the bakery too. I hope Mama Spacey brings home some fresh bread because I'm out of oatmeal bread now. I just ran out yesterday. I have like one English muffin left, and that's it. Then I'm out of bread. Every poor man's food eventually becomes a rich people food. Oh yeah, like lobster. That's kind of a shame. I feel like the same was true for caviar at one point. Because caviar is really good, but it's also very pricey here. Escargot. Nice. Different jams and PB&J. Y'all are making me hungry. It is about the time that I wanted to wrap up the stream, too. We didn't get to work on Atlantis, but there is a couple things that I wanted to show that I was, like, getting started on before the stream. These are based on Edge Drive's suggestions, because he's the one who made the tile set. So I built kind of like a Greek-style, like, temple exterior. And I was experimenting with some indoor sections here. I'm gonna keep cooking with that. I'm gonna make, like, isolated sections of the level that are, like, very visually distinct. And then I will like copy and paste formations as needed, just to kind of like make things a bit easier to put together, because this tile set is absolutely massive. To the point where I had to split it into 3 separate sheets, and each individual sheet is still huge. I got one for the ocean floor here. I've got one specifically for the pillars, which come in all sorts of colors and sizes. I think the reason it's so big is because there's 3 copies of most of the building tiles, one for each lighting level, so I could give it kind of like 3D depth. And then this one's the biggest. This one is so big. This one has like all the walls in 3 different colors. It's got like the rooftops, and it's also got the construction materials, because this level also incorporates like construction theming in it. That's also going to be very valuable for helping the player like find their way around. I'm gonna, like, in the concept that Ed Drive showed me, like the construction pieces were integrated with the buildings. I'll do that a little bit in the final version, but I do want like bespoke construction yards as well to balance things out. Also, the construction pieces will be good for indoor sections where you're not in the water anymore, as like platforms. The colors are so pretty. Yeah, I love them so much. This is going to be a really fun stage to work on, and I'm definitely going to like put some more work into it off stream now that I have got a pretty decent layout for the beach race. Oh yeah, I'll put some notes over here before I forget. So I'll put a note here. Jetstellations. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hi. Oh, so many jams and stuff. Oh, y'all are making me hungry. Gosh. Okay, so that's good. No. It's okay. It's okay. I'll put some notes here. And then like a few scattered up here, I guess. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I'll add more. I'll add lots of notes in this section, so it's just satisfying to like blaze through it. Okay. So let's end with the bread on screen. Okay. Let's see if there's somebody we can raid. You know what? Rose Doodle raided us a while ago. So let's raid her in return. She's got a very cute design. I really like the design of her mascot, the honey buns. She is playing Minecraft. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. Raid Rose Doodle. And here is our raid message. Thanks for nice, cozy, relaxing. Oh, thank you all so much. So, without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back on Thursday, and we're gonna conclude our first ever playthrough of A Hat in Time. I've been having so much fun with it, and I can't wait to see how it all ends. Nice, 69 viewers. Yeah, and then on Friday, I'm gonna have another dev stream centered around pixel art specifically. So that's gonna be fun. I am quite looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope you all have the best of Tuesdays. And take care of yourselves, alright? That's a wrap. Bye.